Well, I'm finally getting it done. Taking out the old lower control arm and putting in a new one. Already got a new outer tie rod in, new strut. There's my spindle and brake assembly, and there's the caliper back there. Only thing I got left to do is see if I can get to it. Yeah. The bolt back there, get that one broke loose. And then there's a bolt right there that I gotta loosen up the rack of pinion so I can move it forward enough to get that one bolt out. Then the old won't be out. And then I'll go back and reverse the whole process with the new one, which is right there, still in the packaging. But yeah, it's not as hard as you think. It's just a question of how it should be. That one, I was going to reverse it, have the nut on the other side, but the nut welded to this side, so that shot down that idea. So I wouldn't have to loosen up the strut or the rack of pinion to get that one bolt out. Finally decided to take a day off of working on the house because I've been needing to do this, and I'm finally doing it. All I gotta do is get another outer tie rod in for the driver's side, and I need I don't know what it's called, but it connects the sway bar to the strut for this side. I got a new one on the other side already, so I can get this one out of here. Yeah, I definitely think it was time to change it. It's not supposed to be that loose. But I got everything loose except the rack of pinion. The way I seen it's supposed to be done, it's supposed to be unscrewed from the bottom, but it looks like they got the bolts welded to the frame, and you got no room to get in with an impact between the motor and the frame to get that one to break loose. Tried it with a ratchet and a breaker bar, and that didn't work neither. So I'm at a loss here. Can't get the way they show you how to do it on a video, and the only way that you actually might be able to get it, there's too much stuff in the way to actually get it to break loose. Down there, that nut right down there, that's what I'm having issues with. Gotta get that loose enough so I can move the rack and pinion, but it's welded on the bottom, so I don't know. It looks like I can get it through here, but you don't realize it's at an angle too. I need a couple extensions and a swivel in the center to help offset it from underneath the motor. Man, I hate working on cars. I tried getting in there from the front, no room. Tried getting in from the wheel well, no room. You got those lines right there that's in the way, and then you got the frame that's in the way, so I don't know. So since I was having so much issue, I figured out, hey dumbass, let's just turn the wheel. Turn the wheel to the driver's side, see what happens. And look, I got it out. Hopefully I can do the same on the driver's side. And all I gotta do is just take that one piece out, put the new one in. Let's see. I'm about to pry it out. And just like that, the old one is out. And now I get to have fun putting the new one back in. Be much more stable steering, I can guarantee you that. I know for a fact I can change out that rack and pinion, but with the way that is, I'm gonna bring it to a professional, let them deal with it. But oh well, time to put the new one in. As you can see, I got it in there. Still gotta tighten down the two back there and the one right there. I put my tie rod back on. Open up the brake caliper so I can get both sets of brakes on there. Because when you take them off, the calipers seem to expand out. So I'm gonna have to pry it open and get it to fit back in there with the brake pad on this side. Yeah, pain in the ass job, but I got it. That's all that matters. Then I'm gonna have to jack up on the assembly itself and put the tire on, and then lower it down, see if it's gonna set too high or not, and then tighten those two down and that one back down over there. Ooh, it's hot out here. As you can see, I got the tire and all back on. I'm getting ready to go test drive it. Took longer than it should have, but I didn't expect that the rack and pinion bolts was welded to the subframe. There's the old part. And you already seen the new part in. Just showing that I got the job complete. It's kind of setting up high though. Gotta wait for it to settle like I had to with the struts when I put them in. But it's all fun and good until take the test drive and see how it's gonna drive. Granted, only got one side done. Still got one more side to do, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow because it's hot out here. Started about 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that this morning. And now it's after 3 o'clock. And I'll see you on the next one. Well, I am taking it for a test drive, but I wasn't expecting this. We got my old fire department out here with the EMS and everything. And they go to Popo. The only thing I notice about the steering is my steering wheel is not centered. But it is what it is. Okay, Popo's out the way. I got around the ambulance and the fire trucks. As you can see, the ambulance is cockeyed in the road. But the test drive is going pretty good. Brakes are working. I had to pump them up a little bit when I first started up before I backed out the yard. But that's common with having to reseat the brake pads and everything. Just a couple pumps and it went back up. And here comes the test. How does it sound when I go on the driveway? You heard the second hit, because that's the one on the driver's side. I got to change that one out. So now I know it works. I do somewhat know what I'm doing. But like I said, I got a bunch more parts I got to go get, and I'm still not working. So yeah, got an interview Wednesday. Hopefully I get a job. If not, I'll still be trying to get this thing up and going with whatever money I can make. Anyway, tomorrow I plan on doing my driver's side lower control arm, because Wednesday my son's got a graduation, because he's graduating out of 3rd grade, going into a different school closer to the house. So I got to be up there for that. Definitely got to take some pictures of the monster graduating from elementary. I don't know what the next one is called, because I don't know if that's middle school. Yeah, it's got to be middle school, because then junior high, then high school. That's how it is out here. It's been so long, I don't remember. like I say, drives decent. Maybe when I get the other side done, it'll straighten out the steering wheel, because it was about 10 degrees to the left, which is normally dead center. You can see it's still up a little high, not much, but still up high. Probably settle down after I get the other side done and it's sitting on the ground instead of it being jacked up on one side. Still got to get some rear shocks for that. One outer tie rod end for the driver's side, and a sway bar stabilizer, I think that's what it's called, for the passenger side. So I did put a new one on that before I got laid off. That's how I got the parts for this before I got laid off. But it is what it is. Truck thing is coming back together. And there goes the ambulance. So I guess the person didn't need medical transportation, or it's not an emergency. And here comes my old fire department that I used to be a member of. I guess since I'm back, I could always join back up. But I'm kind of too old for that now. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish editing this video together, and I'll upload it for y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Might do one tomorrow on the same thing, but I'm not gonna go into no detail like I did on the other side, but I'm gonna get it done. Alrighty, see ya.